Ooh, super sale. We're going to be seeing a little bit of that today. Now, I thought a lot of products would start going on sale like towards Black Friday. Fifine have actually, let's put them on the screen. There we are, brought to you by Fifine. They have actually got a lot of their microphones on offer at the moment. So I need to show you the one we're speaking into right now, which is the K688. Well, I had a busy few days just having a break over the weekend. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Always good to have a break, buddy. I could do with one myself. Right, okay. Now, this has dropped to, I say this on most streams, but it is actually true. It's dropped to like the cheapest price I've seen it. How are you doing? I'm not too bad, Calvin. I'm alright, mate. I better put your message on screen as well for people on the other platforms. Yeah, I'm alright, buddy. Not bad. A little bit tired today, but that's what happens when you get older. You get tired a lot easier. But this microphone we're speaking into now, K688, this has dropped to $60.79. That is the cheapest I've seen it. It really is. It's a very good price. They've sort of knocked 20% off, normally $76, now $60.79. Never been that cheap ever. It's actually a very good microphone. It's the one I use all the time, which is kind of why I'm using it now on this live stream. But we will switch from this in a moment to our little wireless one. That is an awesome price. Mate, honestly, for how good this mic is, that is an amazing price. It really is. So a little bit about this microphone, and we'll move on because we've got quite a few discounts today. I don't know what's happened today, but quite a few things are on sale. So you can connect this through XLR or USB-C. Hello, Lyrical Luke. I'm alright, Luke. Not bad. How are you? Yeah, so we're currently hooked up using the XLR cable to our Go XLR Mini. You can plug in a USB cable. It will work in your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I believe it works in mobile phones as well, providing your mobile phone is USB-C, accepts USB-C microphones. Plug it in, fire up Instagram, start doing some chatting on there, and have some much better audio than what you would get from the inbuilt mic on your mobile phone or mobile device if you're using a tablet. Now, it comes with a shock mount, which is this thing you can see right here. Get a little foam filter on top, which my cats have chewed, but you do get one. You have a mute button on there as well. Sorry if this makes a noise, I'm going to rotate it so you can see the light. So I've got the green light there, which you can mute. Obviously, we're not muted because we're using the XLR connection. If you're using USB-C connection, obviously that will work. Now, this doesn't come with a boom arm or a stand, so you will need to pick one of those up unless you've already got one. Screw it on. It's a 5/8 of an inch thread on the bottom. If you need a stand and you want something that's very well built, robust, I recommend this Samsung ND5 stand. It is on the carousel on Amazon. So amazon.com/live/Andy HHDX. You'll be able to see everything that's on the carousel, which we have here. So if there's anything you do want to see on that carousel, let us know. We will show it on the stream. But I think we should let you have a quick listen to the USB connection as well. It's only fair. And this is the USB connection. So you may notice we've dropped a little bit in the volume. You do get volume controls on the back of this because you get audio monitoring as well. So you can plug in some earphones, headphones, and just make sure you're coming through. You also get the gain knob on there as well to turn the volume up and down. But I tend to use the XLR connection myself, which is why it's probably louder. And if you do run it through a mixing desk like we are, most of the more expensive ones have got equalization settings. So rather than it sounding like this, it can sound like this. So it should sound better through the XLR connection. It's my 27th birthday in 2.5 days. Let's put that on the stream. Congratulations, dude. Oh mate, I'd love to be 27 again. Oh, don't get old like me. Like, part of your body hurt, which never hurt when you were a kid. Oh, it's horrible getting old. So yeah, here's a bit of an idea of what this microphone sounds like. The great thing is, because you've got the two connections, USB and XLR, you can start with USB. Get yourself a feel for the microphone. Then if you want to start upgrading your kit and start getting mixing desks, you can do that. Swap the cable over to an XLR. You're ready to rock and roll. So, very good microphone. As I say, cheapest it has ever been. $60.79. It's an awesome price. It is a dynamic microphone as well, which means that your best audio will come directly through the front. It will drown out a lot of sound from the back. Let me give you a little test-a-rooney. So if I load up my white noise test, and you can have yourself a quick listen. So we'll start at the front where you should be able to hear it quite loud. Then we'll move towards the back. Let's turn it up a bit. And you should be able to hear that the audio gets quieter towards the back. So, good thing about that is that if you're typing on a keyboard, as it is a dynamic mic, it will drown out a lot of those keyboard presses, which I imagine quite a lot of people want with a microphone. What's this little symbol you've put there? What's that? Oh, it's a little kitty cat. Speaking of cats, got one of the stray cats has wandered in today. Currently on the landing, eating everybody else's food. Gonna lurk while I catch some more shiny on Pokemon Go. Oh, my mate used to love Pokemon Go. Not sure if he still plays it, but he used to be walking around the streets for like hours. I don't think he used to go home sometimes. He used to just walk around catching Pokemon. Happy days. What's this little thing there? I can't even make out what that is. So, okay, fine. K688. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll go to our little wireless microphone from Fifine, as it means I can show you some other products as well. You'll be able to listen to this mic, get an idea if it's something for you, and I can show you some of the new stuff that I've just had. So let's give you a quick look at what it is. This is the... Sorry, I've got like cat fur on this. It's disgusting. It's the problem with living with cats. They get fur everywhere. Okay. Look at this little beast. Look at that. Beautiful. This is the Fifine AM8 wireless microphone. Loo modules and incense bombs. Lovely. Yeah, so if you want to create content and you need a wireless microphone, I'm very impressed with this one. Now, I need to show you a picture of it so you can see what I'm talking about. Because I can't unplug it because it means you won't be able to hear this microphone. So, let's show you this. So here's the microphone here. Hopefully you can see my cursor on the screen. And this is your little receiver there. So it is a USB-C connector. So you can plug it directly into a PC, into a mobile device, provided it's USB-C. The USB-C port on the side there has got two functions. You can either plug in a cable from a charger and charge your phone up on the go whilst using this. Or you can plug in USB-C headphones, earphones, and you can monitor the audio. Now, we get... Let's come to this little camera here. We get the... On the side, there's a little round button there. That is to pair it on and off, and it doubles up as a mute button. So, you'll see we've got a blue light. If I tap it, it will turn red. Basically, it means we're muted. Tap it again, and then we are active. Now, I need to put this on myself somewhere. Let's try it up here today, see how this sounds. So let's move over to the old wireless mic, which is this one now. So what you're listening to is the wireless AM8 microphone. I have two shinies. I love community days. Oh, let's have another swig of pop. Beautiful. Let me move this mic out of the way now. Cinder's favourite microphone. Yeah, my cat keeps trying to chew on this microphone. I normally put it in the... To be fair, I can show you. That's the beauty of this mic. I can get up and walk around and show you things. Providing my chair's not in the way. Let's rotate it. Okay. This microphone normally lives in here because I charge it up in there. But if I leave the drawer open slightly like it is now, the cat starts pouring in there to grab it. And I've actually got a hole on top which I have to cover up, else the cat sticks a paw in there and tries to grab it. Absolute nightmare she is. Right, so yes, it's a 2.4 gigahertz connection on this microphone. There's no setup involved, so you don't need any drivers if you plug it into a computer. Plug it directly into a phone, it's ready to go. Providing your phone accepts USB-C mics and you don't need to start installing any software like Open Camera. I've got a Samsung Galaxy S21. I plug it into the bottom of there. It works in everything. So if I want to do a live stream on Instagram, for example, microphone works in there. If I want to do a chat on WhatsApp, it all works fine. It's that little icon. Still don't know what it is. Beautiful. Congratulations on your 2 shinies as well. Right, I think, do you know what? Let's show you one of the new products. Now, I think I put this on the carousel. Let me double check. See, this is what happens when you get old. You have to put this mobile phone in front of you for these live streams because you forget to select things on the carousel. Here we are. Now, on previous streams, I've showed you a mouse from a brand called Artec. Love the mouse, it's great. I needed a Bluetooth keyboard. The other day I was sitting in bed and I thought, you know what, I could sit here on my tablet and like do some notes. Horrible touchscreens, hate them. So, what I did was I bought a Bluetooth keyboard, which I'm probably going to have to come to this camera to show you. Oosh, look at that keyboard. Now, not only is it a keyboard, you've probably just seen there, it's also got a slot in the top. So you can put your tablet in there, you can put mobile phones in there. We have the switch at the top there to switch it on and off, which it's currently on. And you'll be able to see we've got 3 blue buttons there. That is because we can connect this to 3 devices in one go. So you'll see that this is currently lit up, my number 3. That is because I've got that hooked up to my PC. So if you look at the search box up here, if I do, hello, my name is Andy, you can see that I'm typing on my PC wirelessly through Bluetooth, which is great. Now, let's put our tablet in there. Let's put our mobile phone in here. Let me load up my software. So let's load that up. Let's put my little PIN number into the tablet. And let's come here. Now, it might be a little bit distant. Let's try and bring the camera a little bit closer. Ooh, okay. So, we've got buttons here. If I press number 1, that is going to connect to my tablet. So I can just start typing now. So can you see it on the screen here? Now if I want to switch to my mobile phone, I press my second button. And now if I start typing on there, oh, beautiful, beautiful. So you can hook up 3 different devices to this. We've got an update, he's got three shinies. He got 3 shinies on his Pokemon. So, to be fair, another bonus with this keyboard, which I didn't buy it for this reason, but my cats keep walking over my keyboard whenever I'm doing any kind of work. The amount of video footage they deleted from Adobe Premiere is sickening, honestly. So what I end up having to do, which I've done now, is my keyboard's down there, so I can't use it. But I can move around now with this one, and I can start using it to type things. I can carry on doing my video editing. Really good keyboard. Now, it's got an inbuilt battery, so there's no need to start swapping AA's, AAA batteries. It can, not connects, it charges charges through USB-C. Let's come this camera here. So, I don't know if I'm going to get this in focus. Oh, there we are. So, USB-C, you do get the cable in the box. Let's try and give you a close-up of the keyboard. There we are. So we've got our 3 Bluetooth buttons up there. We can lock our computer. You do get the function key at the bottom as well, and all those F keys have all got functions, so we can start muting sound, turn it up, turn it down. Skipping songs, we've got home buttons. That's a super bit of kit. Yeah, Calvin, I like it. It's been a very good purchase so far, because if I'm sitting here trying to do work, I can't do work. I don't know why. My brain closes down. But then there's times I've switched my PC off. I've laid in bed with TV on. I'll start having these thoughts, thinking, oh, do you know what? I could do this, could do that. And I end up using stuff like Google Keep so I can make some notes. I can do it all on the tablet now and sit in bed and start typing. Because using touchscreens, I'm not a huge fan. Old school keyboards. People of my age, we're so used to keyboards, like the old mobile phones that weren't touchscreen. You actually had buttons. I used to love those. Happy days. There's actually 2 versions of, is that Whooper? So I have 2 shines of a normal one and one of the new version, which is a regional variant. He's put a nice keyboard. Mate, great keyboard, love it. It was just 2 normal ones now. And Calvin, I'm not a fan of that touchscreens either. No. I bet if you gave kids like old keyboards like this, they wouldn't have a clue how to use them. They're so rapid on phones and tablets now. It's just, I'm an old man, Calvin. I love the old days. So yeah, very pleased with the keyboard. Oh, I was saying about the battery as well. So it charges through USB-C. It's an inbuilt battery, so there's no need to keep changing it. You get 12 months of battery if you use it 2 hours a day. Ridiculous power. And the fact that we can just start putting stuff in there. So tablets, you can go portrait as well, or landscape, so we can fit a couple of mobile phones either side of that. But yeah, very useful. So if you want to go out and about, do some work on there, you can still prop your phone up. So if you get any phone calls or messages that you need to respond to, at least it's directly in front of you and you can see what's going on. Or you could be extremely lazy and just put a YouTube video on there. Start typing what you want to search for on YouTube. But now, very pleased with that. Very good. And the fact that we can hook up 3 different devices is great. Cheapskate! Dude, welcome mate. How are you? I'm alright, Cheapskate. Not bad. How are you? The normal one is water ground and the regional one is poison ground. I have water. Oh, I got water. Poison. Water in order for my shiny so far. Do you know what? I like going for walks. And sometimes I get a bit bored walking on my own. That Pokemon Go would have been ideal for me, to be honest. Just walk around picking up Pokemon. Not quite sure why I never got into it. Yeah, so that is our little Artec keyboard. I will keep you updated throughout the weeks as well, because it is a new product. I've been playing around with it. I've had no issues so far. On the bottom, you can't stand it up. You know, on some keyboards, you've got legs. So it will just go flat on your desk. So on the back here, we've got these little bits of rubber there. So we can lay it down flat. Not going to cause any scratches, but it doesn't have the legs which flip to kind of prop it up. So do bear that in mind if you were to purchase one of these. Now, what should we move on to next? I think we need to show you, actually I'll show you a couple more super sales that are on the go at the moment. So get ready, we're going to go super sale. I need to grab them. So, headphones. I've got 2 lots of headphones here and they're both on sale. Oh, beautiful. Now, one is a little bit more expensive than the other. Am I knocking this microphone as well? Because I feel like I keep brushing it with my chin. If I am brushing it with my chin, do let me know. Because I don't want you to listen to me grazing my beard on this microphone. Survived the storm. Came around, I think I've got, I've got webbed feet. To be fair, it just hammered with rain literally before we started the stream, but it's all like cleared up now. Mic is fine, thank you, Calvin. Okay, now we've got a couple of sets of headphones. Now we've got 40% off on these, $11.99, amazingly cheap. Now both of these headphones I will show you are Bluetooth headphones. So I've had these for quite a while now, and I bought them really for the gym. So I could load up some YouTube on my phone and listen to some stuff. Because when I used the wired ones plugged into my phone, I kept knocking the cable, which was doing my head in. So I ended up buying these, which, to be fair, I paid more than this for them. But $11.99 at the moment. Now, we do get buttons on the side. You'll see in the centre there, we can actually accept phone calls on this. So they do have an inbuilt mic. We do have a couple of modes as well, so we can add extra bass and all that funky stuff. I tend not really not mess about with it. We have the power button, and we've got buttons to move tracks forwards and backwards. We get some padding on the cans. Now, there's not much padding on the headband there. It's basically quite thin rubber. Now, when I first had these, I was a little bit concerned that they would kind of hurt my head and rub. To be fair, they've been really good, no issues. Can extend them if you've got a big bloaty head like Theme Hospital. Ooh, but I tend to have them on the smallest one because I've got a little head. And so far, so good. Now, with these, I'll have to double check battery life, but it's a lot. And then I was shocked because the new ones I've bought have got an even better battery life. So let me do a quick search for these Bluetooth headphones. Say Bluetooth keyboard coming in again. What's it the kids say now? Coming in clutch. Is that what kids are saying these days? Coming in clutch, that is. Right. I need to find them. I need to find them. What's he telling me now? Is that the cat again? The little cat? I'm surprised actually that my cats are not clawing at the door. They normally are by now. It might be the fact that that stray cat is currently sitting on the landing. Right, now we've got another variant of them here. No. Oh, that was his 6S. There we are. There we are. We've got them. Okay. So these are the bad boys. And you get 40 hours of playtime. Now, I saw that and was like, whoa, that's class. That is what I need in my life. So, went and bought these. Like I say, a lot more expensive than that. You can get different colours as well. They are more expensive. If you want just the black and like gold trim version, $11.99. Amazing price, it really is. But then I got some more from TechNet. Now, I use a TechNet mouse. To be fair, it was the reason why I went for these headphones. So there's my mouse that I use. Actually by TechNet with these funky buttons on the side. So I was looking for another pair of Bluetooth headphones, really, for if I go out and start basically kind of recording stuff on my laptop. Because I do a bit of work when I go out and about. Now, these are, you know how I said 40 hours on these ones? You get 65 hours on these ones. Honestly, crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, these are currently, once again, super sale. $16.99 these are. Really cheap, less than $20. Now, rather than the buttons being on the side, they're around the outside of the right earphone or headphone. So we can turn volume up and down. Centre button will pause your music if you're listening to anything. We turn it on there, and that is your EQ button. We've got 3 EQ modes on these. We've got bass, what's the other one called? I want to say treble, but I don't think it's treble. Then there's a part mode, which is basically the bass and the treble together, which is the mode I tend to use. Make it full, bro. You've got 2 bars and shiny. Medium on the water number 3. 5 shinies in just instantly. Insanity, sorry. I can't read. Now, on the bottom of these, we get a 3.5mm jack. They charge through USB-C as well, which, to be fair, was one of the main reasons that I bought it. I'm trying to convert all my stuff to USB-C now, so we can literally use one cable and charge everything up. Now, these feel more solidly built than these ones. I'm not saying that these are bad. These are decent, they'll get the job done. But these do just feel a little more premium than these ones. Once again, we get padding on the cans, and we do get more padding on the top here. So rather than it being like rubber like this one, we do actually get some padding on there. So once again, very pleased with these. You're good, you're good. Yeah, so these are mainly for my laptop. So if I do any video editing and I'm out, put these on, I can do some work. Although I did have to use them, I think it was yesterday. I had to go to the gym, so if you do run in these, they don't fall off. Absolute bonus. And again, you can extend the arms on these if you've got a big head. Oh, see, way too big for me. I have to use the smallest one. I've got a tiny head. HT, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Yeah, so if you want something that feels a little more premium, these TechNet ones are the one. They're decent. And I keep meaning to put them into my laptop bag. I want to get a little bag for them though, because I think I'm going to end up scratching them. But yeah, pleased, very pleased. 65 hours battery life as well. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Oh, okay. I think I should maybe show you a microphone. Let me see what we got on sale today. Do bear in mind on Amazon as well, you can see the full carousel of what we've got. So do check it out. And let us know if there's anything that you would like to see in there. IMs. Still not got any IMs, mate. One day I will get them. Right. Oh, what we've just done a video on. Calvin, you will be pleased. Let me grab this little bad boy. And now, oh God, see, I'm such an old man. I make weird noises as I'm reaching for things. And I can feel my chin brushing against the microphone still. Right, now hopefully I've set this up. I might not have, but hopefully we have. Okay, so what you can see here is well, first off, it's a super sale. As I say, these Fifine products have gone on sale today. I thought they would have waited till like Black Friday, but no, they're rocking and rolling with some sales. So nice little colourful mixer this is. So very pretty lights there. We do get control of these lights, so you can choose different colour sequences. We've got breathing modes. We've got a marquee mode as well, which will rotate around the buttons. I think it's this one maybe. Yeah, see how it's going? Starts up there, rotates around all the different colours. Or you can just select a static colour to match your background. So if I went for like a blue one, kind of matches my background. Now, good thing with this, now I better tell you the price to be fair, $39.99 for a little mixer. Let me call Luke, got yourself 6. Well done, dude. Now, for $40, this mixer's got some really good features. First one is 48 volts, which basically is phantom power. So if you've got yourself a condenser microphone that requires additional power, tap this button, you're good to go. This is an auto-tune button, which if I sing, well, I don't know if it puts me in tune. It's a bit of a gimmicky feature, to be honest, that. I'm not sure it's something I would ever use. We also have a voice change mode as well, which I will show you. And these custom buttons will allow you to speak into the mic, hold it down, it will turn white, and that is now recording everything we're saying up to 15 seconds. Let go, when we're ready to listen to it back, we just tap the button. we can mute all these sliders here, and on the back you'll see, if I can get in focus, don't know if I will, we have, come on, play the game, play the game. Right, let me turn my aperture up. It's going to go a little bit juddery now. So we have a line out button, we have a headphone port, a line in and a headset, and we can switch between a dynamic or a condenser microphone. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just on the fly messing with aperture settings on my camera. Now, what this will allow you to do is you can either hook it up to your PC like we have here, or you can hook it up to a mobile phone. So I did try it the other day on Instagram. I went live on Instagram. I've not been live on Instagram for probably like 3 years. So people were jumping on. They thought I were dead, but they were shocked to see me on here. Even more shocked when I started with the voice change on there as well. 6 shinies, all terrible stats, but never mind. Watching Barbie, no. Yeah, I ain't surprised with Barbie. Mate, you're going to get some karaoke, don't you worry about that. Give me a song. Give me a song and I will sing it, providing I know it. So anything from like the 1940s, I'll be okay. Anything more recent than that, and I ain't got a clue. So, let's turn off this microphone. And we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here as well. Because, actually, before we start that, let's go super sale again. Because this microphone I'm about to use is on sale as well. Now, the microphone is the Fifine AM8. It's on the carousel product description, you'll see it in there. And this is currently, it's at the start of my carousel, currently $46.74. So they've knocked 28% off. So, let's move over. Hello, hello, hello. So what you're listening to now is, when I put the ticker on, is this AM8 microphone. Now, this is an RGB mic, but I've not got the USB-C cable plugged in, so you can't see the goodness of the light yet. But let's bring the mic over. So on the bottom, we have the, go on, get in focus, USB-C connection there. We can monitor the audio and the XLR connection as well. We also get dials to control the gain and the audio monitoring. And we get this nice little stand that it comes in as well. Now, sorry if you hear a lot of like rustling and stuff, it's because I'm moving the mic around, which I really shouldn't be doing. So it is a dynamic microphone. We are set to dynamic on this mixer as well. And the good thing with the mixer is that we can start
changing our voice. So this is the male voice that you're listening to now. Hopefully makes me sound a little bit better than what I normally do. We also get the
female voice. Not quite sure how much of a female I sound, but giggity giggity. As I said in the video I created, it sounds very much like Quagmire from Family Guy. Now, we also get a robot voice, which is a little bit difficult to understand, I think.
Which sounds like this. So he doesn't really sound like the Terminator. I'll be back. We also get the monster voice. I'm trying to slow down my speaking because that should make it a little more easy to understand what I'm saying.
We also get the baby voice. So do remember that everything you're listening to now, if you plug this into your mobile phone and go live, or if you do a phone call on WhatsApp, people on the other end can hear all these effects.
We also have the elder voice. So this is the last voice. So we've got 6 to choose from. That was a serial killer voice. Yeah, so this should make me sound a little older. If anything, it makes me sound a little bit younger, I think.
And then if we hold the button down, we go back to our normal voice. Andy the Chipmunk. Yeah, so it's really good because, like I say, if you go live on Instagram or TikTok, you can use this mic, this mixer, start messing about with voice changes and kind of scare people on the other end. Now, the electric mode, this is the auto tune. So I've just enabled it. We're on D flat, I think. So I'm not too sure how much you can tell the difference. But what song can we sing? Spandau Ballet. Thank you for coming home. I'm sorry that the chairs are all worn. I left them here, I could have sworn. These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away. Just another play for today. Oh, but I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of you. Nothing left to make me feel small. Log has left me standing so tall. You are gold. Always believe in your soul. You got the power to know. Yes, I was actually pressing that electric button as I was kind of singing along there. So I'm not, like I say, it's a little bit gimmicky, that electric thing. I'm not sure. Mind you, then again, maybe if you do sing, maybe you will use that. It's not something that I would personally use myself. Now, the voice change, I would use that. I would definitely use that on some live streams. The phantom power is an absolute bonus as well, because you do get some mics that do require phantom power. And you can monitor the audio, plug some headphones into this. Now, everything is a 3.5mm jack, so you can't plug anything that's USB in here, except for the USB power to pair it off like a PC or a mobile phone. But for a very cheap mixer, especially today, $39.99, it's alright. And then obviously we get functionality to turn volume up and down on microphones and headphones and all that good stuff. Now, it's not like an expensive mixer, so it's not like a Go XLR Mini or a Rodecaster, where you can start messing about with equalization settings and routing audio. It's literally a very cheap way to connect an XLR mic to your PC. You can plug in a 1/4" jack in there as well. So if you've got one of them microphones that's it's like a thicker end on there, you can plug that in there and that works fine as well. You can't plug USB mics in there, so do bear that in mind. But if you're just starting streaming, you fancy going the XLR route, you want something cheap and cheerful, it seems for the money a decent choice. Then obviously if you stream on whatever platform, use those voice changers. Saves you like messing about with stuff in OBS and putting filters on there for your voice. You can do it directly through the mixer. So I think that's the big selling point for that. So if you do have any questions with any of these products, do let me know. If you want to see any of them again, let me know. I will show you. So let me go back to my little wireless mic. Let's move this out the way. Hello, back on the wireless mic. Let's just move him on the ground. Now, you've seen in the title, I've got cats in the title. I've turned into a bit of a mad cat man. And I've picked up a couple of cat products. Now, first one being is, I've picked up a new automatic feeder. Now, I've had an automatic feeder for a while, and it does 3 portions of food. But what if you don't need that much? We've got this little bad boy here, which I need to move on the carousel. Come on, Andy, carousel, carousel. So this is the Catmate C100. Now, you'll see we've got a little timer on top there. Basically, we can set this up to 24 hours. Let's spin it around. I'm not sure if I'm breaking this, kind of forcing it round. Maybe. But what it does is that it counts down. Once it hits 0, ooh, opens up. Beautiful. So, put your cat food in there. Close the lid. You may go off to work. You may go out down the pub. And you think, do you know what? We'll feed the cat in 2 hours time. Put the timer on 2 hours. Make sure you put your food in there. Don't tease them by opening. There's nothing in there. Put your cat food in there. Wet food or dry food. With wet food, I recommend not leaving it in there for hours and hours on end, because on the 3-portion one, you actually get a little ice pack in there, which should keep wet food from kind of going stale very quickly. So dry food's great, wet food's great, but just I wouldn't leave it there for 24 hours with wet food. Now it takes one AA battery, one AA battery, and that should last up to 12 months as well. one battery, 12 months. Now, once it is opened up, you can pull the tray out, so very easy to clean. Pull that out, just give it a swill under the sink. Not sure if it's dishwasher compatible. I'm not sure if it tells me anywhere on there. I'll have to double check the listing for that, but I have used it. Oh, and I cleaned it in our sink. Now, there is a little ticking sound on there as well. So if you like the sound of ticking clocks, have it in your bedroom. If you don't, leave it in the kitchen. I don't know if you can hear this. Can you hear that? So there is a little faint ticking sound on there. So a nice one portion automatic cat feeder. So as I say, great if you've got to go out to work and you need to feed those kitties. You can hear it. Yeah, it probably sounds louder through the mic, to be honest. It's not very loud. I mean, I can hear it when I've got my ear there. Yeah, but I imagine if it's really late at night, you've got no sound going, you probably would be able to hear that if it's in the bedroom, for example. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, Andy, I've got 2 cats. That's no good. Don't you worry. Or maybe you're out all day. Maybe you need a 2 portion. Look at that bad boy. Oosh. So I've just realised I've got the wrong ticker on as well. So pretty much identical to the C100. This is the C200. Basically, it does everything that this one does, except for you got 2 portions. So set your timer on both of those. So you can have 1 cat. Have it open at, I don't know, 4 hours time. Next one, 8 hours time. Sounds pretty good to me. Oosh. And exactly the same size as well. So if I put this on top of this one, they are exactly the same. It's basically just having 2 of these in one. And even though this is a 2 portion, it still only takes 1 AA battery as well. So 1 battery to power it. Set your timer. I mean, there's not too much more to say about it, to be honest. It will automatically open up when the timer reaches 0. And exactly the same tray comes out. Put it under the hot tap, give it a little clean. Not 2 liberties there, that is very clever. Yeah, I'd like to waste money on our cats, so I end up buying this stuff. But no, very useful. Probably be very useful for our stray cats in the garden as well. But what if you need 3 portions on there? Don't you worry, we've got a 3 portion one as well. Now, let me move this on the carousel. I have got it somewhere. There we are. Now, this is the Catmate 300. So we've got the 100, which is 1 portion, 200, 2 portion, 300 is 3 portions. Now, this one is a little different. So you'll be able to see up there, everything is all digital on this. So you'll put your time in there. Underneath, we set 2 additional times for when you want this to spin round. So rather than the lid opening up, it actually spins this plastic tray around. So once they've eaten there, at that timer reaches, this will start spinning on the inside to expose more food. Now we can unclip this as well. Ooh. There we are. So there we are. 3 portion, put your 3 portions of food. And this is the one that actually comes with the ice pack as well. Close my game, it was getting too crazy. Got 3 of each shiny, 4 of 1. So we call that a GG. GG indeed. Yeah, so we get ourselves an ice pack, put that in the freezer. Once you're ready to fill this up, obviously take it out, put it back into here. Just sticks in place, you don't have to do any more than that. Then put your portions of food on top and then put your lid back on. Now this does require more batteries. So you'll be able to see up here, It takes 3 AA batteries. Replace batteries within 1 minute to keep the settings. So it is a race against time. So if you've already got this set for certain times of the day, take the batteries out, put new ones in quickly. It will keep your time up there. But yes, very good. It does make a noise when it rotates as well, which my cats weren't used to when we first had it. But then they realised there was food in there, and I think they were yearning for that noise. But no, very, very good. Now, let's see what else we've got on offer today. Check the old carousel. Right, we've looked at the Fifine AM8. We've looked at the K688, that is on offer as well. The little mixer desk is on offer. We have. Yeah, so do shout up if there's anything you want to see. The Bluetooth headphones are both on offer as well. The mixer is on offer. And do you know what? I may as well show you another Fifine mic, hadn't I, whilst we're here. Do you know what? Let's show you the cheap one, the very cheap one. Now I've got to be careful here because I've got my cables tangled. Ooh, come on, Andy. There we go. Very, very cheap microphone. This is currently $34.99. Now, this is the mic that I kind of recommend to people when they're first starting content creation or streaming. So if you're currently using an inbuilt mic and you just want something, this is a little USB-C mic. So USB-C on the back, USB-A into your computer. We've got RGB lights on there as well. Now, if we mute this, your lights will turn off. Unmute it, your lights are on. I quite like that because I know if I'm muted or not. We get a pop filter on the front. Comes in its own shock mount. We have volume control on the bottom as well, which again, I prefer the positioning on this to most microphones, directly on the bottom. Very easy to access and change. We can unscrew the side here, so we can maneuver the mic forwards and backwards to whatever position we like. You do get a little tripod stand, not the best in the world, but what you can do is unscrew this. Lyrical Luke, thank you for stopping by, dude. All the best with Pokemon Go as well. It is a 5/8 of an inch thread on the bottom, so if you find that this stand is not doing the business for you, you can just throw that out and you can mount this onto something like the Samsung ND5. So this big one I showed earlier, you can actually just screw that into the bottom. Then you've got yourself a cheap microphone with a relatively cheap stand, but this microphone is a lot more robust now. Like, you are not knocking that anywhere, seriously. That stand is an absolute beast. But I think we should have a little listen to this mic. Hello, hello. So what you're listening to now is the A6V microphone. So USB-C, there's no XLR connection on this. No audio monitoring either. But for me, that is not a deal breaker because I don't use audio monitoring anyway. But for how cheap this is, I think it sounds very, very good. Now, the RGB lights, you get no control over those with this mic. So what you see is what you get. You can only turn them off by muting the mic. Actually, let me try and hold this down. I've not done that. See if I can still speak and just turn the lights off. No, you can't. So on other mics, you can actually hold that mute button down. It will switch the lights off, but you can still use the mic. You can't with this. Those RGB lights do need to be on the go. But how we sounding? Sound okay? Yo, Ghoul! How we doing, mate? Let's put you on stream. Good evening, Ghoul. How are you today? So yeah, $34.99. Let me have a little look, because there are different variations of the colour on this, and sometimes you can get them even cheaper. Ah, straight away, here we go. We can save 5% already. So make sure you tick this box to apply a 5% coupon. Let me just go through the different colours. So we can save 5% on the blue, which is a little more expensive, 5% on the pink, 5% on the white, maybe 5% on this, 5% on the red as well. So you can save a little bit of cash. And as I say, this is the one I kind of recommend people if they're after their first microphone and they just want something that's budget friendly. It's usually this one that I point them towards. As they say in the van, load came over in the trailer. Oh mate, not good. Not good at all, dude. So what is the plan with that now? Yeah, so I think this sounds good. Highly recommend it if you've not got yourself a mic and you just need something to get you going. Very cheap and very risk-free, because I think it sounds great. Much better than inbuilt mics. Now, what other little things could I show you today? Oh, do you know what? I'd show you a couple of hand warmers. It is coming up to winter. Now, let me go back to my little wireless microphone. Hello, hello. Back on Le Wireless. Now, as I say, winter is well on the way. It's getting very cold out there. No, for the last 4 years, I'm into pace taken off resacking. Oh, mate, that is not good. That is not good at all. Yeah, I used to work at a place where we had, like, big lorries. And you used to have to wheel these big cages in, and there was, like, a ramp, and there was, like, a big, massive drop. The amount of times, like, people have kind of hit the ramp on 2 wheels, everything's dropped off the side. And there was this big massive chap, he was so strong, called Jeff. One of the cages has gone down, and he walked to the back and just lifted up. It's like, mate, how have you picked that up? He weighs about like 800 kilograms. Man was an absolute animal. But what am I talking about? Here we go. Hand warmers. Now, this is quite a recent thing for me. I've seen some of these advertised and I was like, yeah, very gimmicky, but they are actually decent. Now, this one I've got here, currently $22.99. This has got a little button we can press there, which, oh, I don't know if you can see that. There we are. We've got these blue lights, which tells you how much battery you've got left in this. If we hold this down, you will see we've got 60 degrees. So this is now heating up, and it heats up very quickly. So already I can feel heat coming through this. So we get heat on both sides, front and back. We can tap this a couple of times as well. So 50 degrees, 40 degrees. If we double tap that, we get a torch on this as well, which is good if you're out and about and it's freezing cold. Lost your way home, you need some light. Got a little torch. Now we have a USB-A port on there, so if we want to charge our mobile phone, plug a USB cable in there, plug it into your phone, and it doubles up as a battery charger as well. Now this version here charges up through micro USB, and it's all made of plastic, but this is getting really warm now. Nice and toasty, I like it. And oh yeah, nice, I like that. Cans of soft drink on plastic pallets. We break hard. They fell off the pallets. Oh man, not good. We got any drinks left though? I've just had to go out to buy me some Coke Zero. I drank all my cans. I could have done with some of that. Do you like hand warmers got multiple uses? Now, I've actually got another hand warmer as well. We might have a couple more coming for next week. We'll see. But yeah, it's nice and warm now. Now this one is a 6,000 milliamp battery. So it should last quite a while. You'll definitely get, like if you go out of an evening, you've got this all night. Lovely. It takes a few hours to charge back up. But yeah, nice and warm. Beautiful. Now, I've actually got another hand warmer. Now, this one is a little bit different, because all the hand warmers I'd ever seen were like this, where you hold them both sides. Down 2 pallets. Mate, I could do with 2 pallets worth of soft drink. Now, we've got this one, which is smaller in size. So if we compare the two of these, so it is much smaller, but good thing with this is that it unclips. So we have 2 hand warmers. Beautiful. So it's basically 2 hand warmers in one. So we can clip these together, if I remember how to clip them together. There we are. So there's a couple of connections there, I don't know if we can quite see that. So it just slides into place and it locks. And then you can use it like this hand warmer. You can have the 2 together. Oh, nice and toasty. Now, these charge individually as well. So we have, now these are USB-Cs. So you do charge them individually, but, the cable you get with these, which I've got down here, is USB-A. Get in focus. Let me go with the camera then. USB-A. And on the other end, we get the 2 USB-Cs off the one cable. So you can plug one in that end. Ooh, let me untangle the cable. Plug the other one in the other end. So they're both plugged in. Plug that into a battery pack, into a wall socket, and then begin charging the little bad boys. 400 cans. Oh mate, that would have seen me through the weekend. Now, to turn them on, button on the front, just hold it down. And there we are. Now, I'll show you just one of them. They're both exactly the same. So basically 2 hand warmers in one. We've got this little red light there on the front. And that is basically telling you the temperature. So there's 3 different temperature settings on this. I'm just trying to find the actual temperatures. Here we go. So one red light is 107.5 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 red lights is 118 degrees 0.5. Oh. So I'll just tap it once. There's 2 lights. So obviously the more lights you've got, the hotter it's going to go. So it's going to be up to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that is getting warm. Now this is only heating up on this side. So this back side here is not heating up at all. So if you did want to use them together, that is where you clip them together. If I remember which way around it goes, there we are. So if we clip them together, that is where you can use the heat on both. Or you can just have them individual and hold them in your hands like that. Now, so red light there, if I double tap the button, that tells me how much battery life I've got left in there as well. So I have 2 bars at the moment. I will charge them later, but that is, ooh, nice and warm. Beautiful. Those will be the hand warmers for me. Like you can have them into, yeah, hopefully I've got a couple more coming next week, and I've got another one where we can split them like this. I haven't seen these before where you can split them. I've only ever seen like the big ones like that. Now, do you know what I want to do? I've not tried this. I want to plug a USB-C cable in here, plug it into my phone, see if it charges. So I need USB-C one end, USB-C the other, which I've got right here. So USB-C to USB-C. And charging connected via, well, I think it says that it's charging. I don't know though. I'm not confident that it is charging my phone, that one. I've got like a menu, charging connected via USB. I need to see my charging symbol. since we are getting... Yeah, mate, it's honestly, it's getting so cold now. So let me just plug this into my phone. So I'm pretty sure I have a little battery, like my battery symbol changes when it's charging. Yeah, it does. So it looks as though that these ones won't charge your mobile phone unless, maybe it's because I've got the hand warmer on. Let me try it when that's switched off. So it turns on as though it's trying to do something. Do you know what I think it's doing? I think it's pulling the charge from my phone and charging the hand warmer. Yeah, I think that's what it's doing. Okay, so it's basically backwards. So this one won't charge your phone, but it will go the other way. It will pull battery from your phone to charge these up. I'm glad that I've tested that. Now, the other one is... Let me just plug this one in. Now this one should charge my phone. Yeah. So the first one I've shown, you can see at the bottom of the screen there, charging 77%. Yeah, so this one will allow you to charge your mobile phone. These ones will pull the charge from your phone to charge these up. So do bear that in mind, but I do like that you can clip these together. Very nice, very useful. Good that is, I like that. As I say, hopefully we've got a couple more coming next week. But yeah, I'm quite liking those. Decent. Oh, I knew I had something else that was new. I haven't shown. Right, okay. Now, as you know, I like cats. I do like my little kitty cats. But if you've got yourself a cat, you'll know that they're bloody messy. Honestly, they cause so much mess, it's unreal. But, sorry, I'm just plugging stuff back into this little charger down here. So we've got 4-litre trays now. So if you've ever seen Jackson Galaxy on YouTube, he always recommends that you have an additional litre tray for the amount of cats. So we've got 3 cats, we've got 4-litre trays, but the stray cats end up wandering in, so everybody causes a mess. So at the bottom of our stairs normally, there's litter all over the place, so we're constantly vacuuming, and it's a nightmare keep going downstairs with our big bulky shark hoover that we've got. So what I bought recently, which has been really good to be honest, is, I'll tell you what, I might need to move this out of the way a little bit. We've gone and bought this bad boy. Now, I've never had a cordless, well, not one like this. I've got a car one, which plugs into the cigarette lighter. But we ended up buying this cordless vacuum cleaner. Literally, it lives at the bottom of the stairs now. It does come with a little mount as well, so you can mount it onto the wall, and it just rests on the wall like that. Now, it does charge. It's got a removable battery, so if your battery does die, you can replace it. It's got the little circle with a pin there, so obviously you get the charger in the box for this. You can see I've got some filth in there from cleaning up. Now, this has got 2 different modes on there as well. Now, I'm going to turn it on. It might be a little bit loud. So we get an eco mode, and we get basically a full powerful mode. The full powerful mode, you get around 14 minutes from a full charge, so it doesn't last very long. It takes about 4 to 5 hours to charge the battery from flat to full as well. So it does take a while to charge. If you use the eco mode, you get, it states that you should get, let me just double check this. So it's the round, I got about 35 minutes. So let me just have a quick look and see what they're claiming. So the Mars vac, they say you should get 55 minutes with it. Now I got 35, so do bear that in mind. We didn't get anywhere near the 55 minutes that it claims. But for what we use it for personally, it's been really, really good. Now it's not as powerful as one that you plug into the wall socket. but it's decent. So we do get some attachments there. Nice little attachment. Let's fire it up so you can have a listen. Woo. So we've got that mode. Little button on the back. Whoa, that's loud. So sorry about that. I know that was really loud. So on the back there, it's a little LCD panel. When it's green, it means that you're doing eco mode. Red means you're on full blast mode. And you do get the battery indicator level on there as well. And it's decent, not bad. I was concerned because, like, suction power wise, I was thinking that's never going to pick litter up. But it actually does. That actually does really well. Like the flat thing. I thought that would be, like, shockingly bad and that would be the best. Glad I don't have earphones on. Yeah, mate, a bit loud. So apologies. Probably should have put like a disclaimer on the screen. But it's been really good. It really has. So we get the extension one as well. So if you're like really tall, you could probably do with a longer extension than this. Because it is fairly short. But these just clip into place. Little blue tab there to unclip them as well. I quite like that it's got a removable battery. And it's, whoosh. There we are, do a bit of vacuuming. So that's the eco mode at the moment. Press the button. And you get light as well. Can you see the lights? Woo, beautiful. Some nice little lights there. So that currently lives at the bottom of our stairs now. And it actually does a better job than what I was kind of expecting. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to pick nothing up. It's decent. Like I say, it's not as good as like a full-blown Shark or Dyson that plugs into a wall socket. But for a cordless one, it's the first cordless one I've ever used, so I've got really nothing to compare it to. But kind of for what we need, it's been decent. It has been good. Now this is currently $149.99, but you can save $30 off that price by ticking the box. So a good saving on that. And honestly, if you've got cats, it's good. It really is. It does a decent job. You do get that attachment. See the second one down there where my cursor is? Actually, it would be better if I lowered it up big. So this here on the left there, second one down, we've got that attachment. It's probably not an attachment I would use personally. Little stand to mount it on the wall. You do get two filters in there as well. So the one filter is obviously already in there. The other filter you do get in the box. Very easy to clean as well. Great for them. Do you know what? Never thought about the man cave. I ain't got a man cave though. I wish I had a man cave. But let me unclip that. Ooh. So basically press this button here. This will open. Well, I don't want to do it now because I've still got all this junk in there. If you do overfill it, which I did do, you do get the max level there. I overfilled it so it was like up here. You can press the button on the back, spin it round, and then there is the filter there. So it's very easy to just pull that out. And then you can pull that out, and then you can clean all the gunk off there. So it is very easy to clean, which for me is quite lazy. It works out quite well. Ooh, then that just slides back into place like that. So yeah, it's decent. Not very heavy either. So it's not something that's going to kind of give you biceps like Arnie if you use it for like 20 minutes. So we've got it constantly plugged in downstairs, so we just leave it there plugged in, and it's, like I say, it's been decent. We have to use it probably like 3 or 4 times a day with our cats. I think the weight, especially for us to like clean up, then I think, you know what, let's go in the litter tray now and just throw it all over the place. But as I say, it's a bit of a nightmare, keep lugging the big Hoover downstairs, so that's been ideal, really good. How heavy is it? Let me see if we've got any specs on here for heaviness. I mean, I can weight, I suppose. but it's not very heavy. I'm just seeing if I've got anything on the Amazon listing which tells me weight. I've got noise level 63 decibels, horsepower 450 watts, 2.7 pounds is the weight. Yes, 2.7 pounds, so not very heavy. It's very similar to the old Vax cordless, which good little vat for its size. Just keep it with the. Yep, absolutely. So I hit said, now it's all right, mate. Yeah, 2.7 pounds. So yeah, not amazingly heavy. So now I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. It's one of those things. I kind of wish that they all had a much better battery life than what they've got. But as I say, for what we use it for, the eco mode is decent as well. Like that's sucking all the litter up. So we haven't really needed to use the full power. Although I'm a bit of a rebel. I do like to go full power on it and get a good 15 minutes of use before I need to recharge it. But now if you needed something that's cordless, that's actually not bad. It's decent. Especially if you've never had one before. Not bad at all. Can I just test something as well? I was messing about before the start of the stream to get my mobile phone linked up to the stream again. I just want to see if this works. Oh, it does as well. Look at that. Yeah, so here we go. Here's a better look at that Bluetooth keyboard that we've got. So, yeah, there we are. Bluetooth buttons there. We've got 3. So at the minute I've got that hooked up to my tablet. That one will sync up to my mobile phone. That one to my PC. So hook up 3 devices. Oosh, beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad that works. See, I could have done that. Yeah, I could have mounted it onto this tripod, couldn't I? The old trusty tripod. Could have had some multi-angle on the go here. Right, turn that bad boy on. Oh, there we are. Oosh. Hello. Man, look how wrinkly my head is. God, I'm so old and battered. Look at the state of me. Yeah, that would have been good for vacuuming, wouldn't it? Could have showed you the mess on the floor. Beautiful. Right, I can see on my carousel that people are looking at the hand warmer as well. Right, I think we should finish with our last microphone, which is another little RGB one, which my keyboard is resting up against. Let's chuck him down, put him over there. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so another Fifine microphone. Now this is the A8 mic, so the cheap one I showed earlier, the RGB one. This one allows you to select whatever colour you want. So button on the back, we can toggle between all these different colours. We also got a blended mode, which is a little bit like that cheaper mic there. We get the pop filter on the front, we get the shock mount as well. Volume control is on the back of this. Let's come to this camera so you can have a look. That's not the right camera, that is my Amazon listings. So volume control is on the back there. So I kind of prefer it when it was on the bottom here. But on this mic, we have the USB-C connection and a 3.5mm jack for the audio monitoring. Now this is, sorry, I know this is at the start of the carousel. Let me go all the way back. This is currently $46.99. You do get some different colour variations as well, but let's give you a little listen. Which is this right here. So you're now listening to the Fifine AM8 microphone. There we are, little ticker bottom of the screen. I think I've kind of kept up with that for this stream. Normally forget it. Someone should make a cordless vat that runs off the old batteries. Yeah, you've got a good point, to be fair, mate. Yeah, cause I think they've been out for a while now, haven't they? Cordless vacuums. So you'd think that they'd kind of be increasing battery life on there. But I suppose you would just use one that plugs into a wall if you've got like a large house to vacuum around. I suppose it's just for those small jobs like cleaning keyboards and stuff. Or cleaning cat litter, which is what I'm basically use it for. I did vacuum my car with it the other day. And I've got one that plugs into my cigarette lighter, which hasn't got much power. That's got much more power than the ones I plug into the car. So quite pleased with that. I'll say it's got my car looking good. My car's never going to look good. It's horrendous. But now it does the job. It does do the job. I imagine there's better ones out there. But for the first one, that's been alright so far. Very pleased with it. So yeah, this microphone. So unlike the very cheap one, if we mute this... Testing. You'll notice that the RGB lights don't switch off on this one, whereas they do on that cheaper one. But pretty much the same. You've got a better stand on this. It is a little bit more expensive though, $46.99. And let me just check if there is a voucher on here as well. Okay, let's have a little look. So the black version, which is what we're rocking now, $46.99, no vouchers on there. Pink version is $1 more expensive, no vouchers on the white one. This one here it's an A8 microphone, but you've got the option to select different polar patterns on there, which is more expensive. I've not got that one, I've not tested that one, so I can't really comment on that. But if it sounds anything like this, then it should sound decent. So $46.99 is the cheapest we're getting this today. And to be fair, it's decent. Decent mic. Nice colours on there as well. And I think I want it to match my background. Where's my light blue? There it is. There we go. Matches the background now. Beautiful. Right, so let me go through carousel. Because I think it flags up if people have had a little look at something. Yeah, so I can see my carousel was flying up about these little hand warmers. So we'll finish off with these. So 2 hand warmers in one, which unclip. So you can have a hand warmer in each hand. The wife would have loved these when she used to watch me play football as well. Freezing her little mitts off. These would have been ideal. Mind you, when I played football, I don't remember ever seeing anything like these. But yes, they both charge... Oh, let's go that way. They charge through USB-C as well, which is what most things have gone to these days. Which I'm quite pleased about. I like the fact that everything's going to like a standard charging system. And then you can pop them together. So you can put your hands together like that. Oh, lovely. Lovely for these winter months. We can double tap. Oh, they'll do it quick enough. Double tap tells you how much battery you've got in there. So blue's telling us battery life. If we tap it once. Have I killed it already? I think I've killed my thing. Oh, hang on. Now I have to hold it down, don't I, to turn them on? Ignore me. Yes, I have to hold the button down. I was there just tapping it once. Yeah, so we do get 3 temperature settings. We get that on both. You can actually have 1 temperature on one and 3 on the other if you want. So you can have one hand that's kind of getting cremated and another one that's nice and toasty. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so they are much smaller than this one here. So very good to basically put in your pocket as well. So if you go out, you've got your coat on. You can either put it in your pocket, join like that, or split them up, put them in a pocket each. So yeah, decent. Quite pleased with those. I like those. You can get non-electrical hand warmers. Have been around for absolute decades. You'll have to send me a picture of one. Do you know, I remember when I was really young, my mom had it was like a liquid bag. I don't know what it was. There was like this little silver coin thing that was in there. And if you pressed it, there was some kind of chemical reaction. And I don't know if it went into like an ice pack or like a heat pack or something. But something happened. Started fizzing. I remember she was trying to sell it on a car boot once and I pressed it. And she says, have you pressed that? I says, no. No, I've not pressed it. Obviously I had. But I just says, nah, it weren't me. I never touched it. Right, I think that's everything we're going to show. We do have other products on the carousel as well, so do let us know if there's anything you see on there before we leave. I will happily show you. I do have everything that is in there. Somewhere. I've got it somewhere. Got them in drawers. Scattered around the flat. So, I don't think we've got any questions with regards to the products. So we will be back next week. Hopefully we'll see if we've got a few new products. We might have a couple more hand warmers. We'll see. And I'll have a look around. I've just bought a cat's water fountain as well, which I've not took out of the box, so I've not shown it. So I do need to kind of check that out and bring it onto the stream at some point. But now I think we're all done. So thank you everyone who's been part of the stream. I've just realised that I've turned off Twitch without saying goodbye to Girl. So if you do jump on here, Girl, apologies and have yourself a great day. And yeah, I think it's time to leave. Thank you, Calvin. Now I've got this mobile phone set up. I might have to start doing some more angles. I've got this angle. We've got this angle down here. Might need another one. But no, thank you everyone as always. Very much appreciated. If there's anything you need, do drop us a message. So stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And it's getting dark very early now. So we will see you very soon.